the mistake our parents has made. You understand? The mistake they made was they knew the economy was bad during the time they were giving birth to us. You know, you can actually afford to finance maybe just 2 kids to school. Why did you give birth to 7 or 8 kids when your income is just a little that your income can only sponsor just 2 kids? So I'm telling the youth of now is the mistake our parents has made. We should be careful. We should be careful of what we want to do. We should not let enjoyment or I don't know. We should not just let things like that get into our heads. If it's just one kid that you feel you can completely take care of, just please let that be.
As quickly as possible, how did Abisola Kazeem become Jigan? When did your story change?
The story changed from Abisola Kazeem to Jigan through a movie I took part in, and that was Ijewu,
okay.
Written and produced by Babatunde Bernard, and that was 2012.
Okay.
Where I played the character of a younger brother to Babatunde Bernard and Sonyeri.
Okay.
So it was from the advert of that movie people started recognizing like, okay, this is somebody else. Who is this again? Though I've been acting for so long before that period of time. Okay. I've done several of movies. I've appeared in a lot of other movies. But to God be the glory, that movie gave me a little limelight until Shomo Ejimi came to the way. So
and Shomo Ejimi was the one that just made you a household name.
As in, it was crazy.
So if I ask you, how many films have you appeared in? Can you remember?
I've lost count. I can't remember.
Is it more than 200?
It's over 100.
But it's over 100, Abi.
Yeah.
It's over 100. So I remember when the whole Shomo Ejimi, when it was trending, was really trending. I noticed you released the song Shomo Ejimi, that particular song. So I heard it and I'm like, wait, is this Jigan that is rapping like this? This song is not bad though.
I started my career as a musician. Most people don't know.
Okay.
I started as a musician. I was doing music while I was a young boy.
Mm-hmm.
I started as a Fuji musician.
Okay.
And after then, because of my educational background, my parents didn't want to support me doing Fuji music.
Okay.
So while I was a young boy, they stopped me from doing Fuji music. So when it was 2001, I set up a group. We came together. We started doing hip hop. Financially, we are down. We didn't get support from people that were expected to at least support us to some level. So we had to go solo again. Not until 2005, and I came as a solo artist. So it was from going to shows with Alhaji Pasuma Wonder, because before he come on stage, I'll probably come before him to entertain people before he will now bring Alhaji Pasuma on stage.
Okay.
So it was during this period I started meeting a whole lot of actors that comes to shows, and from there we got to meet and they invite me to locations and all that. So my intentions, my full intention was to do music. So anytime they invite me to their locations, probably most of the roles I play, maybe they invite me to just come and sing. Along the line, I got interested, and that was when I started appearing in movies. And it was later I now decided, like, okay, I think I have this talent that I can do movie as well. So, and that was it.
That's how the whole thing started. So when you used to open the show for Alhaji Pasuma, you used to sing Fuji too?
No, I sing hip hop.
Hip hop. Oh, okay.
I stopped doing Fuji music right from the time my parents asked me to stop. Okay. And that was around 1990. I stopped 94, 93.
Oh, okay.
I remember I stopped doing those periods.
That's a long time ago. So that question, Shomo Ejimi, is really, the people don't know your age. If you stop singing at 94, well, more age, they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know. one of the things that's made a lot of people like who you are and begin to support your career and everything is these recent videos you have been doing, the ones about police brutality. The first one you did was about was speaking to area boys.
Yeah,
that's the one you did. Then I saw one you did earlier today again, where you were talking to the policemen themselves. So,
yeah.
so let me ask you now: have you ever had any case of? Have you ever experienced personally now? Have you ever experienced any case of police brutality?
What gave me a big idea about what I've said that touched a lot of people's hearts? It is because I knew I was raised in that way. I was born and raised in Shomolu, so I've been through so much with the hoodlums. And if not for grace of God, either I should be a tout by now, because of the level of the way I was raised, the upbringing I was given. I was born and raised in Shomolu, and the main reason why my life was like that was while I was a young boy, knowing that I have this physical challenge. And because every time I go out, anytime I'm going to school, I get bullied all the time. So for these reasons, I have to do everything I can to protect myself from getting bullied. So that was what made me a very hard guy, very tough guy. I was tough, I was stubborn, because I was ready to face anyone that comes around me to bully me. So for that reason, I ended up being a very tough guy that people knows me like, oh, that guy is dangerous. So talking about it out, I understand, I know what actually went wrong. What went wrong completely was the upbringing that they gave us. You understand? It was the upbringing that affected most of us. Even if I tell you, not until I relocated from Shomolu to another area, that was when I started seeing life in another dimension. Because during that period, the only thing I was just a triangle person. My school, the only thing I know is my school, knowing how to fight, knowing to distract people when they are doing things that you understand. So not until I changed the people I roll with. I started changing the way I think. The people, the different people I roll with, they have this insight. So that was what changed my thoughts. You understand? So about the police bullying and all that, I've seen so much about police too. I have most of them. I have them as friends. I know what they are going through, and I know they can't come out of their shell to tell the government what they are going through.
Okay.
You understand? So for this reason, that was what actually led almost all of them to doing bad things. You understand? Because they have no good upbringing as well. You understand? So I understand so much about what is going on, and that's why the message was so easy for people to understand, because I went truly deep into it and I know what I was actually saying. And I believe if something could be done so that I could pass this message all around the world, a lot of them cannot come out and tell and look into their bosses and tell them these are the things I'm going through and I want it to stop. They can't, because they've got no other job at this time.
So basically, you're saying like most of these policemen that engage in brutality, that torture and do all these things, it is because of their upbringing, or it's because of what they are going through. That's why they brutalize members of the public. Is that what you're saying?
It is because they get little payment. You understand? And let's think of it. Education, our education in Nigeria is on the other. If you check it on the other way around, if you are not buoyant enough to have a good salary that can take you enough to take your kids to best schools, you understand? You end up taking them to just all these normal school that won't give them best education. You understand?
Yeah.
So a lot of that is exactly what is happening around us. You get what I'm saying? It has eaten so deep into us that to a level, like let's assume a policeman is earning like 40,000 naira, and it's got like 4 children or 5.
Okay.
You understand? He needs to pay house rent. He needs to cater for his family as well. He needs to look after his family. and his siblings as well, and he's the breadwinner. So tell me, how do this kind of person comprehend with all this situation, taking care of his kids and all other family? So by doing so, they will end up going into bad things, harassing people to try and extort money from other people, and that is why it will continue to be like that. Not until our government are ready to look into the way of their being, look into their salary, give them good apartment, let them live good life. But I know it's just going to be very hard for our government to do so, because by doing so, they know it will be hard for you to call somebody that is doing well to go and assault people on the road or do something bad.
So basically, if the government, we are saying that the people in charge of the police now, they know that if they better the welfare of these officers, that they will not be able to use them to do the evil that they normally do. Am I getting that right?
Yes, now, because if everybody is doing so fine, it will be so hard for you to take dirty jobs when you are doing fine.
Okay.
When you are doing fine, once you have everything to yourself, nobody can just call you and tell you go and assault people or do something very bad to your personality, to the level of the way you live your life. You will see like, why do I need to do that?
Okay.
But the fact that you have something behind you, you have a lot of people looking up to you, you have your kids at home waiting for daddy to come home, and you understand?
Yes.
You would want if you're not careful, you would definitely want to do it just to get what you want to get, just to take care of yourself and your family. So that is the reason. And it will continue to be like that until our government is ready to amend, to do something about these policemen. They need to do something for them. So if I ask you now that you are advocating for better welfare for policemen, would that be right? Is that what you're doing at the moment? Like you're advocating for a better life for policemen? Yes.
Okay. I want you to use our platform now to address the youth of this country. Do you understand? The NSAS protest is still going on. The government is doing what they are doing. The youth are doing what they are doing. And as somebody with a lot of experience, do you understand? I want you to address the youths now and address everybody and say, yo, this is the right thing to do. This is what we should do. And I want you to address the government as well, please.
At the present situation of this country, we all can see, we all understand what is going on. The economy is so hard. A lot of things is hard. But the mistake our parents has made, you understand? The mistake they made was they knew the economy was bad during the time they were giving birth to us. You know, you can actually afford to finance maybe just 2 kids to school. Why did you give birth to 7 or 8 kids? When your income is just a little that your income can only sponsor just 2 kids. So I'm telling the youth of now is the mistake our parents has made. We should be careful. We should be careful of what we want to do. We should not let enjoyment or I don't know. We should not just let things like that get into our heads. If it's just one kid that you feel you can completely take care of, just please let that be. And secondly, Nigerians as a whole, I know we like oppressing each other. We like to oppress ourselves a lot, and all that needs to stop. Even within me and other people around me, we need to stop oppressing ourselves. We need to understand whether you are Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa, we are just one family.
Okay.
You understand? So if you understand, we need to show ourselves love. We need to understand we are just one family. Then we'll be able to get what we want at the right time.
Okay. Jigan, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I wish you the very best. And please have a wonderful day and drive home and get home safely.